So today I'm gonna be making a creamy peppercorn chicken with roasted potatoes and carrots. So I have my 2 chicken breasts here I got from Publix. This is not a product endorsement. It's just what I grabbed. I also got some potatoes, some carrots, an onion, some parsley, and some black peppercorn. You will also, in addition to this, need some sour cream and some chicken stock concentrate and some salt, pepper, vegetable oil, and butter. So the first thing I did was I preheated the oven to 425 degrees and I sliced the carrots like in diagonals, and then I diced the potatoes. I put some vegetable oil on a baking pan and I tossed the carrots and potatoes, and I sprinkled it with some salt and pepper, seasoned it up, and then I'm gonna put it in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. I'm gonna roast it until they're brown and tender. And halfway through, I'll probably take it out and move them around, toss them a bit so they get an even cook. The carrots and the potatoes are cooking right now, so I took the yellow onion and I cut it into a quarter, and I finely chopped and diced. And I need about 1/4 cup, which is roughly about it's less than 1/4 of an onion. It's really not that much of an onion. And then I finely chopped the parsley leaves and I picked them from the stems. So the next thing I did was I took the chicken breasts and I patted them nice and dry with a paper towel. And then I took some salt and pepper and I seasoned both sides. Flipped it over, seasoned the other 2 sides. But before I seasoned it, I actually went and I examined it and I cut out any of the tendons or fatty parts or anything that I thought wasn't going to taste the greatest. There's nothing like sitting down and trying to enjoy the fruits of your labor, and the first bite that you bite into is a gummy, gooey piece of tendon, and you think your chicken is undercooked or something. So I've added some vegetable oil to a pan and I heated it up to medium-high heat. I placed both the chicken breasts on there and I'll cook them for about 5 to 6 minutes per side before I flip them and make sure that it's cooked evenly through. Depending on the thickness of your chicken breast, you might want to cook them for a little bit longer than that. But after that, I will place them on a cutting board to sit and let the juices rest. I finished cooking the chicken and I've sliced it down the middle just to inspect that it was actually cooked thoroughly, and it is looking delicious. I'm actually gonna be slicing this chicken when I plate it anyway, so it's okay that I've sliced it all the way down. Otherwise, you could always use a thermometer to make sure that it's at temperature, but it is nicely cooked. Potatoes and the carrots are done. I actually put them on broil and left them in for a couple more minutes because I like my potatoes and carrots crispy, but you can go ahead and do that, however you like. And actually, as the chicken cooked, I went and I crushed the peppercorn. If you've ever tried to crush peppercorn, it's probably the hardest thing you'll ever do in your life, I promise you. You might be able to get away with using a rolling pin or something hard, like a hammer, and put it inside of a Ziploc bag or something. I literally put them in a Ziploc bag and went out to a vice grip in the garage, and it was pretty easy after that, but I wanted to crush it up. So I'm gonna make this little sauce now for the chicken. So I'm gonna heat up some oil on medium-high heat. And then I will start by putting in the onions and letting those cook for 2 to 3 minutes. Once the onions are cooked for about 2 to 3 minutes and they're nice and soft, then I'll add 1/4 cup of water and probably like an ounce of chicken stock concentrate. And then I'll bring it to a simmer and I'll cook it until it's nice and thick for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then I'll remove the pan from the heat. After that, I'm gonna add a tablespoon of butter and it's gonna thicken it up. And I'll add an ounce of sour cream, and that's when I'm gonna put in the crushed peppers. So I will let you see the finished product. So the onions have cooked for a little bit, and I added 1/4 cup of water and cooked it for a couple minutes. And I turned it down to a simmer. I'm gonna let it thicken up and I'll remove it from the heat. After that, I will add the sour cream and some butter. So I added the butter and the sour cream, and I also just added the crushed peppercorn. I'm gonna mix it up, and this sauce is looking delicious, and it is ready to go over the chicken. Everything's ready to be plated, and we're done. After that, I will garnish the top with the parsley, and enjoy. Voila. So I put the sauce over the chicken, and the potatoes and carrots, I plated them side by side, and I added some parsley over the top, and we'll enjoy it.